Good morning, guys. How are you? I finished my learning sampler. Now I filmed it on my Nikon camera, and I even filmed my last few stitches, but I can't get it off of the camera because my computer is dying and I need to get a new one. It won't read my SD card, and then I have this wire here where you can, plug it into your camera, but it's not even reading. It's saying unknown device or something. So anyway, I'm just gonna make a whole new video and show you the project, although you've probably been spammed on Facebook by it by now. It's here. I did do an unveiling because when I first unveiled it, I finished it on the 1st, but I knew that the border, the satin border, was not lining up. It was the bottom corner was not lining up. Well, it was lining up, but it was not going according to the pattern. And so I unrolled it, and I got my girlfriends to help me find the mistake. And so we found the mistake, and I had to frog. I'll just unroll it and show you guys. I'm going to turn you guys around and explain what happened. And then I did finish it the next day because I had to redo the satin stitches. But I'm going to turn you around and show you and explain the epidemic, seeing I have to refilm this anyway because the coverage is on my camera and I can't get it right now. Anywho, let's go. Okay guys, so there it is. So, excuse the red sock that's holding it down, but it's been in a scroll frame for 17 months and it's curling up. So, it was down here where it was not lining up. And so I knew that there was a mistake somewhere in this satin stitch. And so I had to actually go all the way up to here. I had done these triangles twice, and I'm not sure where my head was at when I did that. But this band was completed in December 2015. So I made this mistake in December 2015. So I had to go all the way up here, frog it. I cut it all out because you can't reuse the silk because it's not twisted. And so I cut it all out and I restitched it, and I finished that yesterday, which was October the 2nd. And that's when I started spamming the internet with the finish. But I must say that I'm glad that it's done. It's been quite the journey. It's been quite the test. And yeah. So now that piece is going to sit rolled up until I can afford to frame it. I don't know when that will be. Things are tight here with my husband's job. And I can't work yet. I might think of working next year when all the kids are in school full time, but we will see. We will cross that bridge when we get there. Right now I still have Isabel at home. And so we will just make the best of it. But when it comes to this piece and any other piece that I finish, I'm going to take a bit of what Stephanie, Miss Oh So Crafty, is doing in Stitch from Stash, because what you do there is you have a budget each month, and then you are only allowed to spend that budget, and then if you have any finishes, then you reward yourself with a little bit of extra. Now I know that it doesn't start till January, and it's October, but I'm kind of going to take that principle of rewarding yourself with finishes, rewarding yourself every time you have a finish. And so I'm going to, well, starting with this piece, I'm not going to start with the pieces that I finished in like later on this year. I'm going to take this piece, and I'm going to take any other piece that I finish between now and December. And I'm going to reward myself with a little bit of money to spend. And then next year I'm going to do that as well. Whereas with Stephanie's thing, I believe you add it on to your next month's budget. I'm not really sure. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mental note. I have a note in my phone where I'm going to write down, every time I have a finish, I'm going to write down the reward value. And then come December, I'm going to have a huge pot, or a reward pot, to spend on myself come December. So it's not like I'm going to take the cash and actually put it in a jar. I'm just going to write down how much of a reward each piece is worth, and it all depends on how big the piece is and how long it took me. But I talked to my husband last night, and he said that my reward for finishing this piece should be $100, considering the complexity of it, the size of it, and how long it took. Because it's not just a cross stitch piece, it's a specialty stitch piece, and it took me 17 months to do it, considering I was only doing one band a month. But still, that's all my brain could handle. I would have fried my brain, and I would have completely hated the piece if I worked on it nonstop, and I didn't want to do that. So $100 is going in my pot for December in 3 months' time, and any other finish that I finish between now and Christmas, basically, which will be Esther's Wave and hopefully Nala. So yeah, I'm sorry that the proper video can't get to you. I have to get in your computer, obviously, because the computer is not reading anything. And the camera is fine. The camera is fine. It's the computer. The computer is, I don't even know how old now. I don't know. It's a laptop. Laptops don't have the best of lives. Anyway, la-ti-da, la-di-dee. I did the best that I could show you, and you all saw it on Facebook anyway, so it's all good. It's all good. So I'm going to let you guys go now. I'm going to go stitch on this guy right here. Finish these. Where am I? Finish these trees over here. And I will talk to you later. Have a good day, guys. Bye. So, guys, the day has finally come. Look at that. And I'm going to unveil the unrolling with you now. Are you ready? Couple more to go. There you go. All done.